Working.
The finest botanicals, real quinine and pure spring water. Why we make our ginger ale with real ginger.
Who's got their telly on?
Pure spring water.
This is that you said first said that
Okay. I think it's working. We've got the live stream going. I've got the recording going. So that's good. Eddie is here. Hello, Eddie. So I guess we can all talk for a little bit more because we're going to start at 7:15. I just wanted to make sure that all the live streaming and everything was working. And it is. So.
Hello, Shelley Goldstein.
So.
What's happening to everybody? We'll find out later, but this is so exciting. Look at all of you here.
What's it like in London?
What's happening to everybody? We'll find out later.
I have a wee bit of global good news in the UK. As of Wednesday, the company that I work for, the advertising company, is calling tomorrow a holiday, Juneteenth, and we're all requested to go offline, contemplate, and look at Black Lives Matters. It's a big, huge step because it just like all of our clients have been really happy about it. But it's actually taking a step in the UK to sort of support what's going on. Have been really happy about it, but it's actually taking a step in the UK to.
Is that me or somebody else?
It's Judy Ann Moulton's mic. I think she's playing it on another device, so we're getting a lag playing.
So we just need to mute her. Okay,
we love a lag.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just kind of a good news about how far-reaching the movement has gone, and that it's actually getting.
I'll drink to that, Michelle. I'll drink to that.
Yes.
We'll all drink to that, but I will wait until after the show to drink to that.
Okay.
I'm on water right now.
Yeah, me too.
And here in New York, we had only a 1% increase of people being tested versus and actually having COVID today. We're down to 1%, even with the 3 weeks of protesting. So that's good news for us.
Yeah.
Great.
It's my home state.
Crossed on all of this. We're in such an unprecedented time in a series of unprecedented events that we're living through.
Yeah.
All on board. Okay, well, I'm going to mute everybody, even though it is still a little bit early, but let's go ahead and start 2 minutes early, okay? Is that good for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, over to you, Maestro Michael. There's no sound. Hold on. I think we will have sound with that. We should.
So many things we can't control, so many hurts that happen every day, so many heartaches that pierce the soul, so much pain that won't ever go away. How do we make it better? How do we make it through? What can we do when there's nothing we can do? We can be kind, we can take care of each other, we can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. Nobody really wants to fight. Nobody really wants to go to war. Everyone wants to make things right. So what are we always fighting for? Does nobody want to see it? Does nobody understand? The power to heal is right here in our hand. We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And it's not enough to talk about it, not enough to sing a song. We must walk the walk about it, you and I, do or die. We've got to try to get along. We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And maybe we'll find true peace of mind if we always remember we can be kind. Yay!
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you so much. Listen, before we talk to Michael, I just want to say a few things to the room, which are that tomorrow is Juneteenth, and it's particularly auspicious this year because of the Black Lives Matter movement, which has picked up so much steam. So I want to bring attention to that and wish everyone a happy Juneteenth. It's also Gay Pride Month, which
That was
I
wonderful.
would like to bring to everyone's attention. It's been canceled everywhere in the world, but I want to make a special point of us loving each other, regardless of creed, regardless of sexuality, regardless of anything. Let's just please try to spread some love in this world. What we're going through right now is so difficult to process for each of us, and we all have our own way. So those two things out of the way. And I also want to say condolences for dear Lynn. You know, it's so sad, but she lived to 103, and that is wonderful. And she brought joy through music to millions and millions and millions of people. So now I just want to talk to Michael Ralston, who I thought I'd unmuted. Are you there, Michael? Hello? Michael?
Yes,
Michael
I'm here.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm speaking to you now.
Yeah, Michael played piano. Michael is the resident accompanist, piano player at the open mic, and I just wanted to thank him for all the years of dedicated service and all the time he spends in the background on this show. Anything you want to say to the room?
Oh, I'm just really counting my blessings and my privileges this week. I'm very, I'm very aware that there's so much pain in the world. So I'm feeling happy to have a safe place to live and an outside space and to be able to, pay my bills and feed myself. So, it's a tough time. So I my thoughts are with people that are really struggling, and it's great that we can come together and do this together and share music and share some joy and comedy and happiness, and just have a bit of time to to commune really, and remember what's important between us.
Thank you, Michael. Okay, well, that's our segue into the first performers, who are Marta Caponi and Emiliano Caraselli, who are joining us from Italy.
If it ain't got that swing, do I. You got me to think, all you got to do is sing. Do I. It makes no difference if the string or hop. Just get that rhythm, everything you got. Oh, it got me to think, if it ain't got that swing, do I.
Oh, hold on. I gotta unmute. There.
Awesome!
Woo! Well, sadly, Marta and Emiliano can't join us because they have a brand new baby called Leonardo, of course. It had to be called Leonardo. And the baby is requiring attention right now. But they are, what an idyllic setting. Can you imagine?
That
They
was
decamped
awesome.
to Italy for all of this. They live in London, but they decamped there. It's really just beautiful.
Beautiful.
So let's move on to our next singer, who is Bill Lee Thomas.
Yay!
Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's bloom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you day and night. Night and day, under the hide of me, there's an old such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. This is just a little sum built upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is still this note. And this new one is the consequence of the one we've just been through, as I'm bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you. There's so many people who can talk and just say nothing. I mean nothing. I hear reasonable things and I know nothing yet. I got nothing. I mean nothing. So I come back to that one note as I must come back to you. And I will pour into that one note all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, you will find that there is no show. Better play the notes you know. There's so many people who can talk and just say nothing. I mean nothing. I hear reasonable things and I know at the end of nothing. nothing, so I come back to that one note as I must come back to you. And I won't go into that one note, all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, re mi fa sol la ti do, you will find that there is no show better. Play the note you know, night and day. You are the one, only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's bloom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you night and day, night and day. Under the heart of me, there's an ocean of me yearning, burning, burning, burning inside of me, and this torment will never be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day, day and night, night and day, day and night and day and night and day and night and day, night and day.
Thank you.
Okay, let me find Phil here, and we will get on to. Are you there, Phil?
I am.
Yeah, let me mute everybody and unmute you. Okay, there we go. Let's chat. Where are you? Hello?
Here I am. Here I am.
Hey!
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Are you in a disco right now?
I thought, as a nod to the disco element at the beginning and the end, I thought I'd put the lights on. Why not?
It's great. It's fabulous. So how has lockdown been treating you?
Well, it's been strange, but I mean, it's been in a way that it's almost like a sort of a sense of relief, really. Like you can sort of forego this constant juggling of family, work, commuting, and social engagement. So, I mean, perhaps my life had been too intense emotionally and mentally, but I think just being given the opportunity to rest and reconnect with only the bare essentials has been a positive thing, I think. So I've got to look at the positive side of it, certainly. A lot has been said about the fears and anxieties of the current situation, but I think a lot of us probably experience some sort of resilience too. With the end of the lockdown, I want to keep this sort of inner calm and wisdom that I have gained, I think, I've reached, and the clarity of mind and empathy, I suppose, for others. And I want to keep taking the time to cherish my loved ones and witness the beauty of the changing seasons, I suppose, which I haven't had the chance to do before. So it's all positive, really.
And you told me you've got a show coming up in October.
I have.
That it can happen.
Yeah, the quartet, the Swing to Soul Collective, we've got, it's a tribute to the jazz age because it's the 20s again, of course, a century later. It's going to be in the Two Brewers in Clapham, 23rd of October. It was rescheduled from May, but that may well be put back again, of course. So I'll put it on my social media anyway once we're more clear about what's happening. It probably seems unlikely October, but we shall see.
Well, you want to know what I just heard yesterday is the Crazy Cox might be reopening on September 1st.
Wow. Great news.
So we shall see. There's a lot of things to work out in terms of distancing.
Yeah.
But I just heard that yesterday. So it's kind of strange news because you're not expecting to hear anything like that. So it's sort of like, hold on a second, that's too soon. But you know, nothing is too soon if it's safe. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Great to see you. Love to you.
Thank you for having me.
And I look forward to a big hug whenever that's possible.
Soon, I hope.
Soon, I hope too.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's move on to our next singer, the magnificent, the one, the only, Lorna Dallas.
Waltz of my heart, pounding and gay, calling and throwing me, waltzing away. Ring out your bells for me, ivory keys. Ring out your spells for me, orchestra please. Chorus of wings thrilling the sky, while your shiny ivory. Flaming that spark bolts in my heart was make it swing. Swing time. These old guys around me came up to their eyes around and swing time. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and then let's swing.
Marvelous!
I definitely had my birdseed that night. There's the cobwebs, isn't it?
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to come right back to you as soon as I mute everybody and then unmute you. Okay. Lorna, we're there. Say something so you pop onto the screen.
Okay.
There you are. Hi.
Woo. Hello.
Oh, you look so pretty in the red and the colors. It's beautiful.
I hope so. On this bright, rainy day we have here.
It's sunny now. Oh, it started to rain again, didn't
We
it?
got rain here.
Right. So you won a Bistro Award recently, didn't you? Woo! Congratulations.
Since age of 17, when I won a talent contest in New York at Town Hall. It's the first one since then. Wasn't yesterday anyway.
Well,
But
huge congratulations.
Thank
For
you.
the rest of the group that doesn't know, you took a 20-year hiatus and you had a comeback 2 years ago, just in time for a forced retirement.
Yes. Yeah. I took time out to be with Gary. So
Yeah. So, but you were really on a roll there until, this virus did you slightly
I
in.
came back. I did the show at home again at Crazy Cox, debuted it there, and then we did it at Birdland, which was the clip that you saw, and then did another show, did Spring Collection between that, and then came back with a third show, Stages, which was quite different and it was a real journey. Wonderful show for me to do. I enjoyed it very much, telling my stories and all. So.
Well, I've seen them all and they're phenomenal. They're just phenomenal.
Thank
How
you.
many Broadway and West End shows have you starred in?
6, but I probably people don't realize I was with the Metropolitan Opera National Company, and I left that because it's too square, and my love of musical theater. But then I've done a lot of concerts and all, and recorded in Germany. Did an opera there for television with Annalisa Rothenberger and For My Sins. Yeah, various things. I've gone from one thing to another, and then, as I say, it took time out to be with Gary. So yeah, but
Well, if there are any,
I find that the cabaret is a great form of telling my stories and going on the journeys that I want to go on now. And I can communicate in that, and I love it. I love that feeling of being with an audience and being there with them, one-on-one or one on 80, 100, whatever. I love it.
One on 44 soon.
Hopefully more than that, but anyway, it looks like that may be the case. But
it'll be even more intimate.
I might have a larger audience if I played Sheen Corner down here in the building.
Yeah, well, I'll meet you, but we can busk in Covent Garden. We can meet up in the piazza and just busk there.
It'll be interesting.
Beautiful. Right. And so you're ready to do some theater as soon as it gets back in.
Yes, I'd got back. I had several scripts that had been sent and reading through some various projects, and I really do want to get back. I'm really anxious to get back on stage now and do theater roles, because I didn't realize how much I had missed that as well. But yeah, it's a great outlet, and I love it. So I love it.
Well, we're so glad you're back. Really
Thank
delighted.
You.
Thank you so much for joining us. Lorna Dallas. Everybody. Woohoo! Okay, so Maestro Michael, that's your cue to move on to Shelley. Oh, wait, don't play that yet. Hold on. Don't play that. I have to do a setup, sorry. For those of you, can you hear me now? Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
For those of you who don't know who this man is here, his name is Lindsey Graham. He's a US Senator, and he was one of the most anti-Trump people you ever met until Trump got elected. And now he's the biggest sycophant you've ever met. And so in this next song by the lovely Shelley Goldstein, she refers to him as Lady G. So I want you to know who Lady G is. Okay, Michael, you can go.
She gets too hungry for power unchecked. She lives to serve him, lost all self-respect. She'll kneel, she'll grovel, how she'll genuflect. 'Cause now Miss Lady G's for Trump. In 2016, she said it quite plain. Vowed she would never support his campaign. Sold out the memory of best friend McCain. 'Cause now Miss Lady G's for Trump. Some say there's dirt in her dossier. Says that she's gay. Likes guys. Surprise! The only secret is how high she'll jump. Now that Miss Lady G's for Trump. Nobody cares if she's straight or she's gay. Or if for fun she calls hustlers to play. Her homophobia is what's not okay. Now that Miss Lady G's for Trump. It's no one's business if she rents some guys. It's when she serves him, democracy dies. When she is near Trump, he makes her South rise. That's why Miss Lady G's for Trump. She once said Trump should go straight to hell. Now she's his belle. Not woke, not oak, but she's so butch when she's out on the stump. 'Cause now this shady Miss Lady G's for Trump.
Woo! Yes!
Yes! I approve
Come
this
on.
message.
Okay, we're going to move on. Oh, Shelley, I got to find you. Sorry, where are you? Hold on, I got to mute everybody. There's so much to do. A woman's work is never done. There we go. Okay, there you are, sweetheart. Hi.
I just want to make one thing clear.
Which?
I don't call him Miss G. According to the male hookers He likes to be called Miss G, but that's a legend. You can never be sure. The only thing you can be sure of in this life is that we must all adore Jason Gra. Everything else is.
That we're sure of that. Yes, and you. Everybody adores you.
Oh, I adore you. I miss you. I miss my.
I miss you too. We had our last lunch. So tell me, what's going on in LA? How are you and Brendan? There were riots in Santa Monica. I was so worried about you.
Riots were about 4 blocks from our house, and you know, these are. The problem is the riots were looting. That has nothing to do with what matters. What matters is getting the message out of Black Lives Matter. What matters is that it's Pride Month. What matters is that it's ridiculous to bristle at the expression Black Lives Matter. As I like to say, when you say Happy Mother's Day, no one goes, "Oh, you obviously hate all fathers." You know, we're able to parse that. You know? So you know, Black Lives Matter. It's that simple. It's important. Live that, you know. And as you said so beautifully in the opening song, be kind. And, you know, as I said in my song about Lindsay, no one cares what he does in his private life. That's between him and whoever he's with. What I care about is the hatred and the homophobia and the hypocrisy, the 3 H's. Not Harold. Harold is a good.
That's the 4th H.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hate there too.
Yes. So that's my. But it's been wonderful. We've been very busy. I've actually done some remote shows. I was supposed to do a Southern tour. So next week I'm doing a remote show to Mississippi and Alabama. So I'm excited about that.
Really? Well, it's better not to be there.
Yes. And I'm writing a lot of material for people and writing a new show for myself. And I send love to all. I send love and strength to all. You know, we can get through this if we are kind to each other, if we show respect to each other.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Pride, love, kindness. That's not bad. That, and I've given up carbs, so I'm going to look like Jabba the Hutt in another month.
I want to just pinch. You can't see my hand here. I can't figure out where to put it. I want to pinch your cheek. I just want to pinch your punum. Anyway, so glad to have you. Thank you for doing that song. You wrote that song for this show. I know you did that specifically.
I did write it for this show.
Thank you so much for doing that. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
And just a quick plug, the video is on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind sharing it with everyone you've ever known, it would be appreciated.
We will definitely do that. Shelley Goldstein, everybody. Thank you so much, my dear. And now I want to welcome to the screen, all the way from Brussels, Laurent Dumont.
Ouais, je t'emmènerai sur le Scenic Railway, si c'est ce que tu veux, c'est facile. Ouais, je t'emmènerai sur le Scenic Railway. On verra ça demain, c'est promis. Mais ne te sens-tu pas quelque peu inconsciente? Tout ce qui m'est dit, le sauras-tu un jour? Ouais, je t'emmènerai sur le Scenic Railway. Tu n'as que ça en tête, c'est terrible. scénic railway. Mais ces émotions-là, c'est facile. Ouais, je t'emmènerai sur le scénic railway. Et c'est ce debout de, c'est d'accord. Je t'y verrai ainsi que je te veux cruelle, agrippé à mon bras par tes ongles blessés. Ah ouais, je vais te sembler un peu cynique, ouais, ouais. Y a pas que les machines pour s'envoyer en l'air.
Laurent Dumont. Okay, let me find him here. And then we'll have a little talk. How exciting. Bonjour là. Tu es là?
Je suis là, je suis là. How are you?
I don't see you though.
I'm here.
Speak up.
I'm here.
I don't know why you're not popping up on my screen.
I don't know.
I get Stu Matsuki, but that's okay. Exactly. Anyway, how are you, Laurent?
I'm fine, thank you.
There you are.
How are you? Yeah,
okay, now I can see you. Yeah,
Okay,
thank you
now
so
you can
much
see
for
me.
doing that with your trio. That was wonderful.
Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure. Yeah, it was very nice.
That's by Serge Gainsborough, yeah? The song,
Yes,
Scenic
Serge
Railway? And it's just about wanting to take someone on a scenic railway.
Oh no, it's about well, there's a girl asking him to take her to the scenic railway, and he says, "Okay, okay, I'll take you there, but you know, there are some other ways to have fun."
Wonder what those are.
Gainsbourg, you know.
Yeah. Je t'aime moi non plus. Yeah.
Je t'aime moi non plus, exactly.
Now, tell us, was that your normal trio that you work with? Or I know you work with a lot of different musicians, so I don't know.
Yes, it's one of my projects. We play with that band some French songs, also American standards and instrumental, and some songs in Italian too.
Yeah. Well, I know you sing in a lot of different languages.
Well,
how's life in Brussels right now?
Oh, it's getting cooler. You know, it's getting very much nicer. You know, I mean, we can go out now. The kids went back to school, and now they're finished, and so we're looking forward to having a nice holiday. Right?
Are you going to go away?
Yeah, we have tickets to Sicily, but we don't know still if we will be able to fly or not. I think the company will decide for us.
When are you supposed to be going?
Sicily.
No, when?
When? July 20th.
Well, I imagine by then you'll be able to travel. Everything seems to be opening up by the early part of July in Europe.
1 month to go.
Wonderful. Well, I'm so glad you got to finally sort of play London. When did I see
that's my premiere. That's my premiere.
When did I see you in Noemi and the kids? When were you here, in March?
Yeah, it was beginning of, I think it's end of February or beginning of March.
Yeah, it was just before lockdown and everything.
Exactly, yeah.
And we took a walk through the crazy talks, and there was some kind of hope that we might be able to get you a gig there, and then what happened? But now you played the Crazy Cox, sort of.
So I did. It's on my resume now.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us, Laurent.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Really good to see you.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. So now we're going to move on to the wonderful Sue Matsuki, all the way from New York City.
Once
I had a secret love who lived within this heart of me. All too soon, my secret love became impatient to be free. So I told the shooting star the way that dreamers often do, just how wonderful you are and why I'm so in love with you. Now I shouted from the highest hills, even told the golden daffodils, and now my heart's an open door, and my secret love's no secret anymore. Now I shouted from the highest hills, even told the golden daffodils, and now my heart's an open door, and my secret love's no secret. My secret love's no secret. My secret love's no secret anymore. Happy Pride, everyone.
Beautiful. Woo-hoo!
I love you, Sumatsuki!
Yeah, I love you, Sumatsuki.
Oh.
Go
on. No, go on.
I'm going to find you, and I'm going to mute everybody and find you right now. I'll be right back. Okay, now we can talk. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, my
that
love.
was
How are you?
so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I
Gregory
went away
Toroyan.
from my jazz roots to give you something for Pride. So.
Oh, thank you. It was so sweet. And that was Gregory Toroyan on piano?
Yes, it was.
Wonderful.
25 years he and I have been working together. We just celebrated our 25th anniversary together, and the Bistros just gave us a collaboration award for that. So that was really special.
Oh, congratulations. I didn't know that. That's wonderful. Congratulations on that. So you've got a book out. You want to sing cabaret.
Go figure. Yeah, it's a textbook. We're actually working on the video for NATS, the National Association of Teachers, which happens next Friday. We're working on a video, and it's a how-to and a how not to. And it includes interviews with many, many people in the community and stuff. So it's a textbook on cabaret. It's the first of its kind of this sort. So it's very exciting. It's finally in the warehouse. It got pushed back because of COVID and everything, but it's going to be shipped soon. It's on sale at Amazon now.
Wonderful. So the only person you're competing with is John Bolton.
There you go. Who, him?
Yeah. In the room where it happened.
Right.
And so you also do the Cabaret Hotspot. It's your website, right?
Yeah, well, it's actually David Sabella's website. David and I'm the contributing editor. And if any of you have clips, this week we're featuring songwriters, Shelley. Next week we're going to feature photographers, and then we do, because our spotlights would spotlight reviews of people being, performing in New York. And we just thought we'd use the space to spotlight the other heroes in our business. So every week I kind of rotate the spotlights. And like I said, this week's songwriters, next week's photographers. I've put up a lot of videos, one-off videos that feel-good videos, things that make you just kind of remove yourself from all the trauma that we're all going through. So just Sumatsuki at AOL.com. I'm a dinosaur, so still on AOL. Just send me anything and I'll get you posted and let you know. Happy
Did
to.
everyone hear that? Sue Matsuki at AOL.com.
Yeah.
Perfect. Wonderful. So what else is going on? You're in Brooklyn? I don't know where you live.
I live in Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
Right.
And the home of the millennials. Yeah. So here it's been interesting because, you know, my husband and I are in the high risk category in terms of our ages, and my husband is a cancer survivor, so I don't feel comfortable going out and bringing anything home to him. So we've been very careful over these 90 to 100 days that we've been inside, getting a lot of work done. I mean, I never had a YouTube presence. I'm learning all this new equipment. I'm learning how to perform like this in the new paradigm of how we have to do this going forward if it hits us again and everything. And Harold, I have to say, I've not seen and I've not been a part of any open mic that's as well run as this one in terms of, you know, the cross chat and the quality of the videos and the quality of the talent that you're booking and everything. But it's very exciting that if we have to do it this way, that there's a way that we can do it right without really compromising our talent and making ourselves look foolish and whatever, you know. So I thank you for that. I thank you from all of us for that. It's a great forum.
I thank you for that, because honestly, we're all shooting from the hip.
Right.
It's not like I had a vision to do this show this way. You know, it just...
And there's the learning curve every time you do it, I'm sure, you know.
And like you said, we're all learning new, having to learn new things, new ways of doing things that we never expected before.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so glad we reconnected. It's been years
so glad.
since we saw each other in New York. We did that show together. I don't even know how long ago that was.
A long time, yeah.
It was a long time. But thanks so much. Really lovely
Thank you. I appreciate
to know
it.
you, and love the song. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Yay. And now we're going to welcome to the screen Mr. Funny himself, the one, the only Jason Gra.
Oh, hello. I'm Jason Gra. It's so wonderful to be seen by all of you tonight. Please say hello to my musical director and my dear, dear friend, Mr. Alex Rybeck. Isn't he cute? Alex is the finest musical director available. I mean that. Oh, I wish that I could see all of your beautiful smiles tonight, but things being the way they are, I'll just have to be happy feeling the shadows of your smiles. You have perhaps made me feel something, but the moment has passed, and what is done cannot be undone. Once the moment passes, it never comes again. And what is done cannot be undone. Once the moment passes, it never comes again. I once had a girl who loved me well. Her mouth was smaller than her eye, but I loved her just the same. Yes, I loved her just the same. She said she would kill for me, and I said, like, for instance, who? And she said, like, for instance, you. Okay, like, for instance, you. Sometimes it hurts more than others. Sometimes, well, it hurts less now, doesn't it? Sometimes it's just the same. Sometimes it's really just the same. But never mind that. No, never mind that. God gave understanding just to confuse us. And it's always the same anyway. It's always the same anyway. If it's in your path to hurt me, by all means do. But I beg you, don't go out of your way. Don't go out of your way to do so. You don't know what to make of me, but I know what to make of you. I've nothing to lose. Well, not much. Anyway, but never mind that. Perhaps made me feel something, but the moment has passed, and what is done cannot be undone. Once the moment passes, it never comes again. done cannot be undone. Once the moment passes, it never comes again. Hey Alex, what is done cannot be undone. Once the moment passes, it never comes again. Stop it! Thank you all so much.
Amazing. That was wonderful. Here. There you are. Hey, Jason.
Mute.
There you
Hi.
are.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm exhausted after that performance.
I can imagine. I know what it's like. You know, sitting in that chair watching is really, really makes you tense.
Whoa, it gets going. It freeze framed on mine. Was it freeze framing on yours?
No.
Oh, it didn't? I'm watching on an iPad, so I'm a little low rent.
No, I think it just has to do with the computer. Sometimes I felt mine was freeze framing, but I think it's just each one of us has a different eye for our own video. Maybe that's
Gotcha.
But you're from
Well,
Tulsa. I want to talk about Tulsa. I can't believe you and I are both from Tulsa, and Tulsa is so in the news these days.
And that's, of course, backwards is a slut.
A slut. Yes, exactly.
Right.
All of us from Tulsa know that.
We all know that. Yes, Tulsa's been in the news for all the wrong reasons. I'm so sorry that everybody's writing me and calling me going, wow, Tulsa was in the news again because of the black race riots in the 20s, you know, which we never discussed. You and I sent you an email about that. But when I grew up in Tulsa, no one ever discussed Black Wall Street in the 20s, you know, and I found out all about it after I moved away from Tulsa. So that was disheartening.
It's only starting to get discussed, but I saw an article today that the Zero Family Foundations gave $6 million to the Black community to help rebuild, which was really quite amazing and wonderfully philanthropic of them to do that. So
that's amazing. And you know, I just sent in $50 to Black Lives Matter, so I understand.
So Lucky Charms, how did you get that gig?
I slept with Tony the Tiger. You know, I was doing a lot of voiceovers in the 90s in New York. And so the same guy had been doing the voice of Lucky the Leprechaun for 30 years. And, you know, one day he just couldn't quite get it up there like he used to. And so they had auditions. And so I got it. It was a really great gig.
Wonderful. And
yeah, I did it for like 6 years.
And you just finished touring with Wicked for a year and a half on the national tour, is that right?
Yes. I was the Wizard of Oz in the national tour. And yes, just left a few months ago. It was a great gig.
It must have been. So
it's a great gig. The Wizard doesn't show up for an hour and 15 minutes into the show. And so he shows up at the end of Act 1, does like a little bit of a song, a little scene, kind of dramatic, kind of nice. Intermission. She sings Defying Gravity, yada, 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 Elphaba, yada, yada, yada. Then we come back to Act 2, and I had a nice little scene and song in there, and it was a great, great gig. I loved it. It's fun to be in a hit. God knows I've been in flops, so I enjoy being in a hit.
It's always better. So yeah, want to tell us a backstage story, something, I don't know, racy?
In Wicked?
Yeah.
Oh
or any
God.
backstage story. Just something.
There's so many.
Just one. Just pick
well,
one.
there's just so many. You know, Kim Criswell comes to mind, who I know is watching right now. Kim and I went
Kim, I got a fantasy.
Hi, Kim. Well, Kim Criswell, you know, we went to Cincinnati Conservatory together, and
I know that.
Kim played Sally Bowles in Cabaret. We did the film version, and our instructor at Cincinnati Conservatory made us all who got cast in the show go watch the movie. They were having a screening of the movie. So we went and wrote the script of the movie version. We had to do this. And we went and wrote it. That was so illegal. And Kim was Sally Bowles. I played Fritz, the guy that ends up being Jewish, but he's with Marissa Berenson and stuff. So anyway, so we did that all illegally. So that was like, you know, really amazing. And then we did the version of it, and I had a huge crush on Kim during that, as many gay men did. And it was so racy, that show, that we ended up doing 4 extra performances. It got extended, and the Vice Squad showed up, and you had like Faith Prince and Debbie Graham and Vicki Lewis. They were all like the Kit Kat girls, and they were doing pole dancing. And, you know, Faith was like the oldest living virgin at school. And so it got a little peculiar, but it was a huge hit. And Kim was a fantastic Sally Bowles.
I bet she was. Well, listen, I can't thank you enough for joining us. It's so good to see you. It's been 8 years since
Harold, and I want to say I taught you everything you know at Yale.
Only the good
and
stuff.
Sally Mays. Sally Mays.
Sally?
Harold, you sound beautiful. You really sound beautiful. I haven't heard you sing in a long time. It was really gorgeous.
Thank you so much. Jason, thanks for joining
Thanks for
us.
having me.
Really, really appreciate it. See you soon. Much love.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now, also from Tulsa, Oklahoma, it's Rebecca Ungerman.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond the stars, it's near beyond the moon. I know without a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. And then we'll meet beyond the shore. We'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea. And never again I'll go sailing. It's far beyond the stars, it's near beyond the moon. I know without a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. And then we'll meet, I know we'll meet beyond the shore. We'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea. And never again I'll go sailing. No more sailing, so long sailing. Bye bye sailing.
I'm watching all these notes. Yes, Tulsa is in the house. There's a lot of people from Tulsa here. Let me find you, Rebecca, and then we will speak. There you go. Hey, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi.
In the house.
In the house. So you made it. You got the video done. That was great.
I did. Thank you so much for all your help.
It's so good to see you. So what's happening with you in lockdown? You work all the time in restaurants and like Whole Foods and various places around Tulsa, which clearly isn't happening.
No, it's not. The
So-
needle is off the record, my friend. Thank you for the opportunity to sing again.
Yeah, well, so what's going to happen work-wise in Tulsa right now?
Well, I hear Duet, that fabulous club that both of us have played. I hear that they're gearing back up to open up. I'm not quite sure what it's going to look like. And honestly, I'm teaching, doing a lot of online things, and just like everybody else, trying to find a way.
Yeah, hanging out. And have you queued up for the Trump rally yet?
No,
Yeah.
no. They boarded up the quick trips. It's very strange.
That doesn't make any sense.
They boarded up the ATMs.
I guess everybody wants a slushie or a Slurpee or whatever they're called.
I guess it's so odd. And Jason said it. We are in the news for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, your cases are spiking too, so that's not really very good to hear. But there you go. We deal with what we got to deal with, don't we? We don't have much choice.
Absolutely. You gotta keep a smile on the face.
Anyway, I'm so glad you joined us. Really, really good to see you. Love to you and Joe. And
Thank you so much, Harold. Thank you so much for having me.
you're welcome. And I look forward to seeing you in Tulsa singing live sometime soon.
Excellent.
Okay. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you, dear.
And now we're going to move to New York City, to Adam B. Shapiro.
When emerging from the darkness, when ascending from the deep, when at last your soul awakens from its world-weary sleep, how to celebrate serenity in this place you've never been, as you gaze in endless wonder at this magic place you're in. Where are you when you've lost your doubts and fears? Where are you when the sadness disappears? You're in denial, complete denial, when you turn pathetic circumstance to glory. You're in denial, yes, deep denial, when your life's a wreck, but you feel hunky-dory. If you're singing karaoke and imagine you're on key when you're just an alcoholic, but you swear it's ADD. If you're proud of your new hairpiece that resembles a fur hat, when you want to sue McDonald's 'cause you think they made you fat, where are you when your life has gone to hell? Where are you when you think that things are swell? You're in denial, complete denial. When the world's gone mad, but you refuse to view it, you're in denial. Yes, deep denial. If you thought that O.J. Simpson didn't do it, when you go to the theater, do you think it's just fine to let your cell phone ring and take the call? Or do you think your children were sent from the divine, so you let them act like demons in the mall? If you move to a bigger trailer, do you think you're well-to-do? Do you think that married man you date will leave his wife for you? Do you dine on fat-free ice cream and expect that you'll lose weight? If your son loves Barbara Streisand, do you really think he's straight? Where are you when there isn't any strife? Where are you when you've learned to love your life? You're in denial, complete denial. It's a wretched world, but you think it's perfection. You're in denial, knee-deep denial. You probably think we had a fair election. You're in denial, complete denial. Where you turn pathetic circumstance to glory. You're in denial, hip-high denial. When your life's a wreck, but you feel hunky-dory.
So good.
Zing.
Adam.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, Adam, that was wonderful.
Thank
I'm going to be right back with you. I just got to mute my...
Oh,
There you go. Hey, Adam.
Hi.
Hi.
It's so weird. Like, when you're used to being a live performer, it's actually slightly stressful to watch a video of yourself.
Yeah. It's slightly stressful making them every 2 weeks, too.
Oh,
let me tell you.
God bless. For people who were asking, by the way, that song was written by Rick Crom for the off-Broadway show Musical. And it had a few different iterations, but that's my favorite one.
Well, I loved it. That was so good.
Thank you.
And I can't believe I discovered you separate from our friend Carly. You know?
I know. It's so we have so many mutual connections.
We do, but
So,
that was just so amazing. She gave me a list of people, and I had already contacted you, and it was just quite amazing.
Serendipity.
There you go. It's serendipity. So you just did a special with your roommate, Jenny.
Yes, I did. We did a special that we filmed in our apartment using green screen and all kinds of fun tricks. It was called Stuck with Each Other. We did it about, 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's available on YouTube to watch. We had fun with it.
And how do people look for you on YouTube? Adam B with a period, or Adam Shapiro?
Adam B. Shapiro. If there's no B, then it's not me.
I know, but there's more than one Adam B. Shapiro.
Well, there's only one that matters.
I know, it's you, but I know it's the one in the sequin vest.
It's the one in the sequin. It's pretty hard to miss me.
Yeah. So you did a Yiddish version of Fiddler on the Roof. I mean, That's just really quite amazing. Were you raised speaking Yiddish?
No, not at all. I grew up in Indianapolis, Indiana, where there's
I couldn't possibly speak Yiddish.
No, I mean there's a larger Jewish population than a lot of people would guess, but Yiddish was not something I was exposed to. But in 2008, when I was at sort of a point in my career where no one would give me the time of day, I ended up auditioning for the National Yiddish Theater Volksbühne, who cast me and said, we can teach you. And I did. So I did my first show with them, and I've been performing with them off and on ever since. And then in 2018, they announced that they were going to do the U.S. premiere of Fiddler on the Roof in Yiddish, directed by Jason Graw's predecessor as the wizard, Joel Grey. And I went out for it, and I was lucky enough to be cast. And what was supposed to just be a 2-month run at the Museum of Jewish Heritage stretched into an 18-month run.
Wow.
And we moved up to stage 42. And it was sort of I call us the Hanukkah miracle of musical theater, because we thought we only had enough show for 2 months, and then we kept extending and extending, and just these amazing things kept happening.
Wonderful.
So who knew?
But what was it like playing Fruma Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I wish. I wish. Although, if you want to see me play Fruma Sarah, I have a video on my YouTube channel. I do a series called One Man Broadway, where I recreate Broadway production numbers, playing all the roles. And I did Fruma Sarah. So
did you? Oh, I gotta look it up.
did.
I didn't know that. That was just my little joke here. If I don't know.
I wish. No, I spent 1.5 years playing the rabbi and understudying Tevye and Laser Wolf.
But I loved your video defying slavery. That was
really, thank you.
really
Yes.
creative.
I like to bring, a little bit of the kosher where I can. My father always said I'm such a ham, so occasionally I need to kosher it up.
Wonderful. Well, so glad to meet you here.
So glad to meet you.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you so much for being.
And next time I want to play London in person.
Okay, well,
that's my new goal.
Well, we'll see if we
can. We'll go together.
Okay, we'll see if
we'll go together.
Fabulous.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now it's time to welcome to the screen the one and only Sally Mays.
A darkened room, the candles glow. Is this for me? You always know how to make this day perfect. A frosted cake with a rose and a bow. You shouldn't have. I know. Stop talking, just blow and make a wish. That was a silly wish. You can't really be in my heart. I know it's been almost a year, so I baked a cake just like you used to do. In some small way, it kept me closer to you. And since it's my special day, don't be too upset with what I have to say. I've sold the house, I'll be leaving by spring. There's too much space, I see you in everything. The winters are much too cold, the lawn, I see you in every room. I feel you in every home. I watch you walk through the door as if like before, and I hear you call my name, and it's always the same. Rose, my rose, my perfect rose. I'm home. I'll make new friends, finally live by the sea. It will take some time, but I'll keep you with me every day. Okay. Let's slice the cake. It's time, I suppose. You know the rules. I get the rose. So wherever you are, you know how it goes. Just be there waiting and save me the rose.
Wow. Oh my. That was so beautiful, Sally. So beautiful. I'm going to find you here and we're going to have a little talk. Oh my. There you are. Hi, my sweet. Are you there? Sally? Hello? Sally, are you there? Sally, can you hear me?
She's probably muted.
No, she's not muted. Don't know why we can't hear her. We heard her before. Let me mute and unmute her. Oh, there you go. Can we hear you now? No. We can see your lips moving. Oh. Oh, how sad. You were wonderful. You were just amazing. That
Harold,
was so
Harold,
wonderful.
darling, Sally, if you click the little arrow next to the microphone in the bottom left corner, so there might be an option for the mic that you're on to select that one. So it should show you all your mics because it's probably picked the wrong one. No.
Built-in microphone.
Yay!
There you go.
No.
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 No, it was someone else. It should be built-in microphone. Select a speaker, built-in output, I think.
Harold, I think it's the volume that she has to adjust because I can hear it slightly.
Yeah, very quietly.
It's not got a speaker.
If you unplug your phone, Sally, your headphones, can you do that? And maybe use the computer?
Unplug your headphones.
And unplug it from the device.
Unplug it from the device.
Yeah.
There!
Yay!
There, is that good?
Yay! Yay!
How's everybody? Sorry.
That's okay. Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you, honey. That was fun.
Yeah, that was really wonderful. So wonderful. I love the song, and I'm so glad that you gave me a ballad. I have my no ballad rule, but I always relax it. Everybody knows that, but I have to start from that place because otherwise.
All I had a video of, so you know.
It was wonderful. So I just have to tell you something that I only really just realized. I saw you in one of the most bizarre musicals of all time, Das Barbecue.
Isn't it just crazy? And if you think it was crazy on stage, you should have been backstage. That was a show in an off-Broadway house without a professional crew. It was crazy because we were all playing different roles every time we walked on the stage and climbing over set pieces.
Well,
so it was crazy.
I'm always making guacamole, so all I can always think of is that song, Making Guacamole. So tell me, what's up with you during this pandemic time?
Well, you know, we got real sick and we kind of had to just lay low for a while. When I look at that video, I had just come out of it and I'd been taking like massive amounts of prednisone and my face looks like a watermelon at that picture. Of course, it's a round face anyway, but it's like I felt like, oh my God, I don't look that great in this. But Yeah, we got real sick. We were never in distress enough to go to the hospital. So we're okay. We're all well now and we're all doing great. But,
all three, you have one son or?
I have one son and it was all three of us. And
All
so, but we're really well now. And, I'm trying to do stuff every day. I've been writing a lot and trying to sing a little bit every day. And I go for big, long walks around my lake where I live. And, and I'm growing vegetables on my deck. So
okay, well, maybe you'll be canning them soon and selling them.
I'm planning on it. I'm going to do it.
Sally
Any
Mae's
requests?
tomatoes. That has a whole new meaning.
That's it. That's it.
So you said you might be doing a new musical. Is this correct?
No, I mean, who knows when we're going to be doing anything right now, but it's that song is by my friend Scott Evan Davis. And I did it for him at a concert at the Kennedy Center. And then he brought me in on this new musical he was working on with Jay Coe and Lorenzo Theone. And Shelley Williams is directing it, and it's called Indigo. And I play a woman with Alzheimer's, and it's a wonderful role. And we had just done a big workshop of it in the fall, and Scott told me that it was slated for 2021, but who knows if it's going to happen now. I mean, who knows when it will happen? I'm sure it will. And I just hope they keep me and I get to do it. It'd be
Oh, that
nice
would be wonderful.
to do that again. And so there's that. And then I have my show that I've been working on for about 10 years. It's called Contradiction of the Southern Soul. And I did a workshop of that last spring down in Texas. And we were supposed to do a run this fall at a theater down there, an Equity House down there. And, now everything's off the rails, but it's in good shape. And so it's one
Good.
woman.
That's wonderful. And are you coming back to London anytime soon that you know of?
I want to. I had so much fun. And the audiences there just blow my mind. Every time I come over there, you're so warm and you laugh at everything and you applaud and you listen, and it's just a joy. I've always come over there and I'm like, is anybody going to even know who the hell I am? I haven't been here in years. And is anybody going to remember me? And will anybody show up? And of course, we had a really packed house. And so it was cool. And I just had the best time, had a lot of friends there. We've made a lot of friends when we used to do Yale every summer. A lot of people in London came and did that. And so I got to see all those people. And George Hall, of course, who is the king over there. And so it was a really fun trip.
Wonderful. Well, I really can't thank you enough for coming to do this. Really, thank you so much for bringing the video. It was beautiful. It was lovely to see you, lovely to hear your voice. And I look forward to a big, sloppy, wet kiss whenever that's possible.
Oh, you got it, baby.
All right.
Tongues and everything.
Sally Mae's, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to welcome to the Zoom screen the lovely Susie Woods.
Across my field of vision, a lonely sorrow flies, but it's nowhere near enough to trouble my view. I just adjusted my position and refocused my eyes on where those vapor trails could be taking me to. Well, I got no bags, no cares at all to weigh me down. I got a one-way ticket and it's heading to heaven knows where. It's like I'm already there, and it's a dream in the making. And if I close my eyes, I can visualize those sunny days. And it's as easy as pie, and it's never the taking. 'Cause I'm a whole tale of a vapor trail and fly away. Fly, fly. Now you don't have to tell me that nothing is guaranteed. Oh, but I got such a feeling deep inside. I'm gonna put the past behind me, myself and I agree that the future's gotta be worth at least one more try. Well, we got no bags, no cares at all to weigh us down. We got a one-way ticket and it's heading to heaven knows where. It's like we're already there, and it's a dream in the making. And if you close your eyes, you can visualize those sunny close your eyes, you can visualize those sunny days. And it's as easy as pie, and it's as ever to take it. Just grab a hold of the tail of a vapor trail and fly away. Fly, 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 it's already there. And it's a dream of the naked. And if you close your eyes, you can visualize those sunny days. Well, it's as easy as pie, and it's ready and waiting. Just grab a hold of the tail of a vapor trail and fly away.
Yes! Love it. Susie,
Woo, Susie, let me find you here. I loved those bare necessities. You there, sweetie? Oops. You there? Okay, we keep doing, let me do it. Then we both, are you there now? No, you have to do it. You have to unmute yourself. I can't. There you go. Hi. Hey. So you wrote that song?
I did.
With the band?
Pardon me?
With that band?
With that band. The Bare Necessities, my band. And I made all the instruments too.
Wow.
Yeah. I
What's
made
it
the
made
double
from?
bass. I made that double bass.
What's it made of?
That's what I've been doing my lock. It's made out of cardboard. You can't really see it very well, but there you go.
No.
Yeah. I'm very
The
proud of
virtual
it.
backgrounds don't help with trying to display anything. It's kind of hard
Yeah.
to see. Yeah. So how's everything since we saw you last? What's happened to you?
Yeah, you know, I feel bad saying it, but I have to say this has been such a moment. The whole period of lockdown has been for me, because I've been blessed that none of my family or friends have come down with this awful thing. So instead, it's been a moment to look again. Just everybody says global reset, but for me, it's been a personal reset and just a chance to look at, I mean, for songs, my original songs, I have a whole batch of original songs which have been sitting in the background and I've done nothing with them for maybe 15 years, 15 years. So this has been an opportunity for me to pull them out and do stuff like I just did, just see if they still work and at least get them in a place like CD Baby. I've put them up on CD Baby and just get my house in order with stuff, you know, in case something like happens where I do pop my clogs. Then I've got at least a batch of songs which I left in some kind of shape, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and learning how to Zoom and learning how to video. You've seen one of my efforts, Harold. It was terrible, wasn't it? But
no, it was fine. I thought it was a directorial choice, but it was a little pixelated. This was much better.
Yeah.
This
So
was
lots to learn, and I love it because it's like a whole new thing to get your teeth into. But I feel like a fraud because the quality I'm sitting alongside here tonight is just blowing my mind. Absolutely something else. And it's where I started. I got into music wanting to do what you guys do, which was musical theatre more and proper, you know, songs that have a message. And I don't know what happened. I took the wrong turning somewhere down the line.
No,
But
you didn't, sweetheart. You have a great career. You're out singing all the time.
Not so much. But
Well,
anyway,
nobody
I'm
has a
enjoying
career anymore. I
No,
mean,
it's
it ended. It's over.
It's
Forget
a great
that.
leveler.
We all had some sort of a career. Now we have an internet presence, and that's it.
Yeah, it's true. It's a great leveler. It's for sure.
Yeah, it sure is. But anyway, thanks for coming back. That was really lovely. Thanks for bringing an original song too. I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, see, I didn't realize it was going to be so politically incorrect. It was written in a time when jet travel was a good thing. But, who knew?
Well,
Who
it'll
knew?
be back in a different form. We'll be flying on the wing. At least it's outside.
For sure.
Much
Well,
love,
I've loved
sweetheart.
I've loved it tonight. So hooray to everyone.
Thank you. Really great to see you. Lots and lots of love.
Yeah.
Okay, now coming to the screen all the way from Seattle, Washington is Judy Ann Moulton.
better chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining, come on, get happy. The Lord is waiting to take your hat. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. We're going to the promised land. We're heading across the river, wash sins away the tide. It's all so peaceful on the other side. Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. Chase your cares away. Hallelujah, get happy for the judgment day. Sun is shining, come on, get happy. The Lord is waiting to take your hand. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. We're gonna be going to the promised land. Heading across the river, wash sins away in the tide. It's all so peaceful on the other side. Forget your troubles, get happy. Your cares fly away. Shout hallelujah, get happy. Get ready for your judgment day. Come on, get happy. Chase your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Before the judgment day. The sun is shining, come on, get happy. The Lord is waiting to take your hand. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. We're going to the promised land. And cross the river, wash your sins away in the tide. It's all so peaceful on the other side. Forget your problems, come on, get happy. Shake your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready for the judgment day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Amazing.
That was amazing. Okay, Judy Ann, I'm going to find you here. There you are, and hopefully we have sound. No, yeah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Ah, you got sound! Hi! Oh my God, how long has it been since I've seen you? 10 years?
6 years, maybe?
It's been ages. So how's everything? What's going on with you in all this last time? That was an amazing number. You did your show, Judy Sings Judy, right?
Yes, I did. I started that. We did that in Seattle, Washington, about 3 months after we did the 2010 Yale Cabaret.
So it's been.
I learned an awful lot when we were at the cabaret, and I have been trying to put it to use ever since.
Yeah. Well, you did very, very well there. You and your guitars. Who's the guitar player? Is that your husband?
Yeah, my husband is working remotely from the other room because of the coronavirus.
But who plays the guitars?
My husband plays the guitars. There's a, let's see, there's a Rickenbacker on the wall, a banjo, a dobro, a 12-string Gibson, and a Rickenbacker. That's what it is.
And who plays them? Do you play, or does your husband play?
Oh no, I don't play anything. I play the vocal cords. John plays pretty much everything with strings except violin, viola, and cello. Everything else, yeah.
So how's lockdown been for you? What's going on in Seattle? Because there were some big protests recently there we saw on the news, but also the epicenter in the States for the longest time was in Seattle, yeah?
Oh, Seattle has just been a mess. We have this new thing called Capitol Hill Open Protest Station, where protesters have commandeered, that's a vague term. They've commandeered 4 blocks of Seattle, and there was a police station
in there. They took over the police station. It seems to be very peaceful now. There's a little park right next to it. They've started planting vegetables, and so it's a true occupation going on. But they are talking to the police, working with the mayor, and they are working with the neighbors. So we'll see how it all works out. But now it seems to be very, very peaceful, working towards getting things resolved.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And are you well and safe? Everything good with you?
Yeah, we're about 7 miles from downtown Seattle. We're in West Seattle, and it's been pretty calm out here. We have had a few little protests in the area. I wouldn't call any of them riots. They're all peaceful protests. It's been kind of stressful. We have a lot of friends that live downtown, and they're afraid to go out.
Yeah.
So it's not good.
Well, you just need to get down there and sing Get Happy for everybody, and that will just perk the whole city up. That was wonderful.
I tried, darling.
So good to see you. I'm really so glad to see your face and to hear your voice. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, I did want to tell you that the soundtrack that I sang to was from the original recording when we put together the Judy Sings Judy show. And that was, we just took out the vocal. And so that was my own 13-piece band from when I did the show originally. So
well, get you and your 13-piece band.
and my husband was the producer on all of that and played the bass.
Oh, that's wonderful. So wonderful. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much. That really made me happy. You brought a smile to my face.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Well, it's so wonderful to see Jason and Sally again. I've stayed in touch with both of them. We actually saw Jason as the wizard in Wicked when it was in Seattle. So that's not too long ago. And we went down to Portland and saw Sally at a show. So it's been pretty wonderful.
Wonderful. Good to see you, sweetheart. Have a
all right. Love you, babe.
Evening. Great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, but before we bring on the next person, which is our closing number, I just want to thank everyone, particularly Michael Ralston for seamlessly putting these videos on, which is just amazing to me. Thank you so much, Michael. I want to thank the person who I'm going to be speaking to next, Neo Hart. He's going to be curating some disco music for us after the show is over. So when that finishes, get up and shake your booty, please. We'll have 3 or 4 songs. And after that, and I'll turn off the video so we can dance as much as you want. Don't worry, you won't be on a video. And we can chat in the room too. That'll give us a chance just to catch up with people. And that's really all I wanted to tell you. So now let's bring on to speak before his song, Neo Hart. Are you, I've just unmuted you. Are you there?
Hi, Harold. Hello, everyone.
Hey, there you are. So how's things with you guys? Look at you, the 3 of you. You're so, 4 of you. Hey. Who's the one that's hiding? I don't know you.
She always hides.
She always hides. She's the nervous Nelly in the group.
It's interesting because tomorrow I move back to London for the last 3 months. So it's really been very poetic. It's been an entire season of springtime. I moved to the Kent countryside, which is just, for those of you who don't know, southeast of London. With my partner, Matt, we've been together for almost 4 years, but we've never lived together. So we lived together for 3 months, and it's been amazing with his incredible daughters, Darcy, who many of you know, she's been in last 2 weeks ago, and Evie, who's always hiding. Amazing as a family down here. So it's been really beautiful. And then I go back to London tomorrow. I move back there. And we'll still be visiting each other as we have been over the years. But it's been really magical. And I've fallen in love with the countryside. And boy, I'm a city mouse through and through. But I madly fell in love with this countryside. And spring in the UK has been magnificent. It's been like better than summer. So it's just been green, green, green. And like Susie and Phil and many of you have said, it's been a real powerful time of transformation. And I wanted to kind of sing to that in the video that I've made, this sense of going deep. This has kicked ass the last few months in lockdown for so many of us. And I know it's not been easy, but my God, I think certain things have really started to open up that have been lingering. And you just think, okay, I won't say it. Okay, I will say it. Enough is enough. And it's...
All right. Well, I think that's a segue to your song.
There you go.
Sounds like it. All right. Maestro Michael.
I don't know about all of you, but over the last few months of lockdown, I and many of my friends have become very acquainted with those voices in our heads telling us that not only are we too much, but we're also not enough. Well, I've decided enough is enough.
It's raining, it's pouring, my ego is boring me to tears. After all these years, no sunshine, no moonlight, no stardust, no sign of romance. We don't stand a chance. I always dreamed I'd find the perfect cover for my pain, but it turned out to be like every other ego on earth, delusional, on earth, drama, raining, pouring, there's nothing left for us here, and we won't waste
I know many of you feel the same way as I do. So if you're sick and tired or feeling sick and tired, why don't you stand up and join me?
If you've had enough, don't put up with this stuff, don't you do it. If you had to fill, get the check, pay the bill, you can do it. Get it to just get out, nothing left to talk about. Pack its raincoat and show it out. Just look it in the eye and simply shout. Enough is enough is enough. I can't go on, I can't go on no more. No, enough is enough is enough. I want it out, I want it out. That's gone now. I always dreamed I'd find the perfect cover for my pain, but it turned out to be like every other ego on earth. I had no choice from the start. On earth, I listened to my heart, tearing us apart. Enough is enough is enough. I can't go on, I can't go on no more. No, enough is enough is enough. I want it out, I want it out. Back on now. Goodbye, mister. Goodbye, goodbye, mister. Bobby, goodbye, sugar. No more tears.
Now I know we can't really show ego the door. It's a part of us that we have to heal and integrate. But until we tame it and let it know it's no longer the boss and instead start living more from heart, the madness will continue. not only inside, but all over the news. And I tell you, I've had it, he's had it, we've had it, she's had it, he's had it, they've had it. Enough is enough, there's enough, there's enough, there's enough, there's enough, is 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 enough.
Woo! Oh my God. How can you do better than that? Thank you so much, Stephen. Okay, now Neohart is going to curate some disco music.